Hello everyone, my name is Mike, aka Kukubro Photo, and today I just wanted to run through a few tips that might help you make the most of Yeticon. These are in no particular order, and they're just things that have come to me through previous Yeticons I've been to and just con life in general. So let's hop right in. Tip number one, food. I would plan on cooking your own food. Most of the suites that you'll be staying at will have a kitchen that you can use to make your own food. If you need to pick up groceries or anything like that, there's a Walmart and other grocery stores just a few minutes drive down the road in Collingwood. Um, if you can't cook your own food or if the room you're staying in doesn't have a kitchen, there are food options available in the village, but they can be a little bit pricey, so just keep that in mind. And there is a market in the village that does sell some food items, but I wouldn't recommend using it to get your groceries. It's really more of a glorified convenience store. You can find some stuff there, but don't bank on that. Tip number two, this is relating to alcohol and cannabis for those of you who do want to party it up a little bit. So first of all, for those of you traveling from out of province or out of country, welcome to Ontario. The age of consumption here is 19 years old, which means you need to be 19 to both purchase alcohol and or cannabis. If you're from out of Canada, you might want to consider bringing your passport with you to purchase alcohol. I don't know how much they're going to be able to trust out of country IDs, so just keep that in mind as well. If you are going to buy alcohol, it can be purchased at grocery stores and some convenience stores. However, that those will only carry wine and coolers or beer, things like that. If you want to purchase any hard liquor, you'll need to go to what's called the LCBO. It's government-run liquor stores. There is one located right in the village, so it's pretty convenient. But you can stop at any one up along the way to Collingwood. They all sell more or less the same thing. So you'll be able to get any liquor there. They also sell coolers and beer, so you'll be able to pick up pretty much anything you need at the LCBO. Now, if you are going to take cannabis or cannabinoid products while you're in the village, there is a dispensary in the village. I believe it's called Chill. It's a little weird to get to. You'll go into a door and then there's an elevator right there. You need to take the elevator to get down. Do not take the stairs. You will get lost. This dispensary sells gummies, pre-rolls, a few different kinds of THC products. Again, same thing as with alcohol. If you're coming from out of country, I do recommend just bringing your passport. I don't know how much they'll be able to trust like out of country, like driver's licenses, things like that. Another thing to remember if you are coming from out of country is do not forget to remove any cannabis products from your luggage before you leave. The last thing you want to do is get a smuggling charge trying to go back home. So just keep that in mind if you do cannabis products. And one last thing, this should go without saying, but respect people's boundaries. Don't give someone any alcohol or cannabis without letting them know and or without their consent. Like obviously it's bad, but don't do it to try to be a good friend. Try to help them loosen up. If someone says no, just respect that. Tip number three, phone and data plans. Depending on your mobile carrier, you might have difficulty accessing data while you're in the village. I know that some of the more budget options, they rely on roaming networks that far north into the Blue Mountains. So if you want to have a reliable connection to the internet, I highly recommend looking into cheap like roaming data add-ons that you can add to your plan. Um, Without it, you'll be kind of stuck using hotel Wi-Fi. And I found that the Wi-Fi can be spotty, especially if you're not actually in the hotel itself. So again, highly recommend looking into if your phone plan covers Blue Mountain, and if it doesn't, looking into what roaming packages you can add on so that you can stay connected. Tip number four, dealing with the general public. Yeticon is a different kind of convention to most other conventions you'll go to. So at most other conventions, everyone is kind of aware of the general rules of conventions and general etiquette when it comes to taking photos of cosplayers, things of that nature. A lot of the people at the village will just be regular families and regular members of the public on holiday. So they're not going to be as familiar with these rules. So just to be aware of that, be a little bit more patient. If you do see someone, taking a photo without permission, just remind them and just tell them, it's generally considered polite to ask permission first. Another thing to keep in mind with regards to the general public, a lot of the people there are there with their families. They're there for summer vacations with the kids. Um, so if you're going to have a party in your hotel room before you go to any of the entertainment being put on by the convention, just keep that in mind. Try to keep the noise down to a reasonable level after about 10 or 11. Try not to disturb the other guests. A little courtesy goes a long way. Tip number 5, sunscreen. You are not stronger than the sun. Wear sunscreen. Tip number 6, rain, thunderstorms. Hopefully the weather will be sunny, but just keep an eye on the forecast. Um, you don't want to be caught unprepared for any rainy weather, so just try to check the forecast and be prepared for rain if it's in the forecast. Tip number 7, general health. It can be easy to lose yourself in the flow of convention, all the fun you're having, but just try to remember to stay fed and hydrated. Um, yeah, heat stroke can sneak up on you, so just try to remember how much time you're spending in the sun. Be sure you're drinking plenty of water. Um, don't forget to practice general hygiene, and be sure to get some solid sleep. If you don't, you're really going to put your body through the ringer. It's going to be hard for you to really enjoy the weekend. So just try to keep your health in mind. Make sure you're eating regularly. Make sure you're drinking enough water, and make sure you're getting some solid sleep. And my eighth and final tip is plan ahead. Go to the Yeticon website, take a look at the schedule, highlight a few things you definitely want to attend, figure out where they're being hosted. Don't run around last minute trying to find things. You're going to stress yourself out. You're going to miss out on things you want to do. So just take a minute, go to the schedule, find the things you want to go to, find out where they are. I even recommend taking a screenshot of the schedule that you can keep on your phone so you can just reference it very quickly. It's going to help you keep your weekend organized, and that way you're going to be able to do all the things that you want to do. Okay, those are all the tips that I had for having a fun YetiCon. If you can think of any others, just drop a comment below, let everyone else know. And I look forward to seeing you guys there. Have a good one. Peace out.